I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my YouTube channel. With exams looming, you're bound to feel a little bit nervous, whether it's your practical exam or your music theory exam, you're bound to feel a little bit nervous. And it's inevitable that you are going to be looking for some sort of a magical cure. Well, I have some fairy dust here. Maybe you could sprinkle it over your piano keyboard or your flute or whatever instrument it is you're playing, or you could sprinkle it over your pencil for some sort of magical fairy dust help, or in case of uttermost need, I actually have some Mozart Mojo. My mother and father-in-law years and years ago went on holiday to Austria, and my mother-in-law said to me, "What would you like me to bring back?" Of course, with all the Mozart merch that's available there. And I said, "I want you to bring me back some Mozart Mojo, capture in a bottle that Mozart sort of genius." And so literally, we wrapped a label around an empty bottle, and bless her, she went around the streets in Austria, opened the lid, wafted the bottle around and closed it up, and we've kept it safe ever since. So I have some Mozart Mojo Austrian air in a bottle. However, joking aside, we know that that's rubbish. They used to call it snake oil, didn't they, selling this sort of elixir of life, magical cure. And really, the best means of success is to work hard and be consistent in your application and study. And so whether it's your exam for piano or practical or music theory, I've got lots and lots available to help you. So if it's your practical exam for an ABRSM piano exam, if you go to my website, if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDFs that you can download, and there's a free practice diary to help you keep track of your practice time, because days just slip by, and if you've not practiced regularly, you won't be ready, and so you'll be turning up on the exam stressed, because you know really the reason you're stressed is because you're not quite prepared. So keep a track of your practice times with a very simple practice diary. Don't spend too long drawing pictures and bullet journaling, just practice and make a note of what it is that you need to work on. When you're working towards a piano exam, there are lots of different facets to think about. You've got all three pieces, you've got your scales and so on. And so if you go to my website, you'll find a practice schedule where I itemise a rota system. There's a practice schedule where each day I'll help you to decide what to practice, and that way you know you're going to get everything covered and you'll be thoroughly prepared without missing bits for the exam. And also you'll find a PDF for a scale box for each grade. And on that scale box list, you'll find like a list where every scale is itemised, left hand, right hand together. Every single scale appropriate to each grade, and if you sort of chop up the sheets, fold them up like a lottery, like a little bingo ticket, and like brand tub, pick them out, and that way you can test yourself on your skills. You've got no idea what's coming, because oftentimes when you're practicing, you tend to do things in a natural order, and so if you just use the scale box, it takes you out of that comfort zone and you just don't know what's coming next, and you have to respond straight away. So if you're doing a piano exam, there's lots on my website to help you there. If it's a music theory exam that you're working towards, I have lots of resources to help you. There are free PDF information sheets which you can download from my website, and these contain all the information that you need to know for each grade. There's one for each grade, and don't forget it builds up accumulatively. So grade 2, for example, is all of grade 1 and all of grade 2, right the way through up until grade 5, which is all of the PDF documents. I've worked through every single music theory and practice workbook with you, exercise by exercise, step by step. I've worked through every single exercise so you know exactly what it is that you need to know. So make sure you've worked through the music theory and practice workbooks. And again, it builds up cumulatively. So if you're taking your grade 4, for example, you need to have worked through all of the information in grades 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. So that list builds up. And for the musical directions and Italian terms and so on, and as you get onto the 4 and 5, it's French and German musical terms as well. Don't forget that list builds up as well. And in the PDFs, I do give you some revision tips there and some little tests too. And then before you're ready to take your exam, I recommend that you work through lots and lots of past exam papers. These practice papers are available to buy. You can buy them from ABRSM or Amazon or eBay or any music retailer. And I've worked through every single paper in grades 1 to 5 from exams in 2014, 15, 16, 17 and 18, and I'm currently working through 2019 and they are going up daily. There are over 800 videos with information to help you be thoroughly prepared for your music theory exam. And then finally, I've written some exam technique guides on how to best be prepared for your exam and how to make the best use of your time come exam day. So you can get those from Amazon as well too. And so my advice would be, don't rely on Mozart Mojo. Fairy dust doesn't work. What you need to do is you need to revise, you need to work hard, you need to practice diligently. That's the best key to success. No magic required. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye.